This is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got two very good defenses on the field today. Both rank in the top 10 in fewest yards allowed, and each wants to prove that it's no fluke. The Browns are top 10 in defensive yards allowed, and they go up against the Bengals, who will need to find a way to move the football. And with that, we'll send you up to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, which is where we'll find our broadcasting team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
Larry, the Cavaliers may have lifted the local championship drought, but there's another team who'd like a little of that success, and that's the Browns, as we come to you from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Time running out here on the play clock. Again, it's Bell. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. But good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who's that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him, and sometimes you're not able to block him no matter who's trying. And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And the Browns getting set to go.
35! Wait, 20!
And they'll start the drive here with an end around. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets a tone for the offense.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Ready to throw on 2nd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it 3rd down. And the Bengals starting defensive unit now.
Vontaze Burfict is a super talent and a fierce competitor. He can do it all at the linebacker position.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Throwing is Brady on third down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Here's Jones. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Old school defensive tackle play dictated just stood up and danced with the guy in front of you. And if a guy came near, tackle him. New school, you don't want to just dance. You want to get past him, get upfield, and make the play in the backfield. A big-time play there.
2nd down, Dalton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Well, they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on 3rd down. 3rd down from the gun, Dalton. And this is going to be incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it's 4th down. So now the Cincinnati native, also former Bearcat, and now a Bengal, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. On 1st down, Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You ever notice that when Tom Brady does get hit and drop to the ground, there's some guys back to him pretty quickly to check on his health, aren't there?
That's exactly right. For as much as he throws, doesn't take a lot of square shots, but took one there.
He's really smart in the pocket, isn't he? Even out of the pocket. He understands where the pressure is coming from. He senses people. You're exactly right. Doesn't take too many direct ones. But that one had to hurt. 2nd down now after the incompletion.
Move 20. Wait, 20. Wait.
Throwing now is Brady. Looking deep downfield. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line, but how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. First drive for this offense today, and our first chance to get a look at Tyler Eifert.
And he's part of the new wave of tight ends in the NFL. They use them in every position, sometimes even by themselves as a wide receiver.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. He completes it to Bryant. So a pass interference here, and this is obviously a call we see all the time, but for the defender, it's becoming almost impossible to play defense in some of these situations. You're
trying to play through the receiver to the football. If there's any contact at all before he gets there, those officials will throw the flag and call interference.
Hill, the lone setback. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And this is incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And here's the starting crew defensively for Cleveland.
Joe Hayden is a complete cornerback. He tackles, he covers, and does everything with incredible speed.
Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. They set up the screen to Hill. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Play clock winding down. Here's Dalton. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And tough starting field position here. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On the give, this is a fullback Gronkowski. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. Sneak on 2nd down. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Well, I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. Now this time, Brady will throw. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. He takes this for 3 to the 29. The veteran Carlos Dansby in on the stop.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On second down, here's Brady. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Brady on third down. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And this is going to hit the goal line and can... continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Great play there off the end. Question, Charles, in a 4-3, you hear about the D tackles a lot. What's the role of the ends?
What they want to do is control the edges of the defense. And you always hear about an offense talking about setting the edge in the running game. Well, the defense wants to do exactly the same thing. In the defensive end, often against an offensive tackle, sometimes a tight end, they can't let themselves get a hook and let a running back get outside, because if they do that, that hurts the integrity of the defense overall.
My man, the encyclopedia. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a third down. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
This is Bell on the dump off. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Play this fucking game, man.
Down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On second down, Hill. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's second down. Dalton looking. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The first-round pick from a year ago, Eric Armstead, in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Dalton sets up play action. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. And here are the Browns now as the offense comes back out on the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Brady to throw on second down. Gets it to Gordon. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Now they'll run it on the toss. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's third down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Now Brady. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Parkey's kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Steps away. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Stephen Paya able to collapse the pocket and drop it for a loss of a yard. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come up with 1 running back. That's Bell. And Dalton to throw. Goes underneath for Bell. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 22. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Tackle made that time by Michael Johnson. And quickly they get to the line. To throw, it's Brady. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Watch left, watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. That's complete. It's Gordon. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Jones on the return. A little track jump. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it... You think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Bryant with a catch right side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
He's going to float this one deep right side. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Open man is Uzama. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On second down, it's Bell. And he'll cut it to the right sideline. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you've got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop it, and they've been able to do that.
And he's gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game, one of the premier runners in the NFL. Well, certainly running the ball pretty well on this drive, and all I remember as a secondary guy was if you're making a lot of tackles in a game, that's usually not good for your defense. You've got to figure out how to keep things in front of you because you know there's 3 levels, defensive line, linebackers, and into the secondary. And if the third level's leading your team in tackles, as a general rule, things aren't going so well for your defense. Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Bell, and he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
And the wideout in motion. It's second down. Dalton looking. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. He completes it to Boyd. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but at least it does draw them back level.
And that has to be job 1. A touchdown certainly would have been nice. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got the rest of the second half to try and get yourselves in front.
And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the... And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, Not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Offense with a fumble, but they recover it, and it brings up second down. And they'll go on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And taken at the 46. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Second down, Dalton. Caught Eifert over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Dalton now to pass. A screen to Bell. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. And that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Gets it to Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 39 that time.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
It's not always as straight as that team wanted it more than the other, but on that play, it actually was true. They were faster to the ball.
Waiting to throw on second down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a tight, low-scoring affair thus far. 3-3 is our score heading into the fourth. Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. Throwing is Brady on third down. Going for it all. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. And he's got it up and through. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Now a play fake here on first down. And Bryant's got it over the middle. It's a gain of 21 that time. And that'll be good enough for a Cincinnati first. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter.
Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. Does the big boy have the juice? And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense. Now a handoff looking right. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That play almost seemed like a baseball play. See ball, hit ball. But in this case, see guy with ball, tackle guy with ball.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Corey Coleman hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now Parkey for the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals getting set to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
A good pickup there, a 22. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. Going for the deep ball. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
To throw here, Dalton throws right side, and that's complete. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give them a 1st down. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And this one is incomplete. So pass interference on the defense. And Charles, this is a penalty we see all the time.
The offenses know what they're doing. They know how to create great matchups. And defenders, if you're not there in time, they will throw the flag.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Dalton operating in the red zone now. And his throw here is incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face, because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
The give is to Bell. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. And the offense needs 7 out of this play on 3rd down. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And that is incomplete. Pass interference call. Charles, you were a defender. You know how hard it is to defend the pass without committing this penalty.
And if they would let them play with a little bit more contact to give the defender a better chance, we wouldn't have nearly as many flags.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
2nd down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This is taken at his 4. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. And the Browns offense back out there ready to take over. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down. Here comes the D swarming to the line. To throw is Brady. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Corey Coleman, 91 yards. And the Browns have moved out in front. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the street.
Now Bell hit. He lost the football. But his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
I mean,
that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And out now, here come the Bengals. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
And they'll run it here. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Vontaze Burfict, the one to get him down. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. Brady going to try and throw on third down. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Corey Coleman with his third touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And they're able to up the lead by one more. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Passing again, Dalton on 2nd and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off, it's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden with it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Slam, slam. 20.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Browns, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland. collect, upgrade,